You are already in trouble because you were created with the possibility of carrying the image of God. That's one of the reasons why Satan is attracted to you. He doesn't want you to carry that image. He wants you to carry his own image because he was not given license to create. So he needs to borrow. He needs to borrow and destroy everything that is in the similitude of the image of God, that can carry God, that can reflect God, that can reflect the realm of God, the glory of God. And he wants to use that vessel, distort his image, replace the image of God with his own image, even the devil. And then he's the one that gives you thoughts, gives you promptings, gives you ideas, gives you, then you begin to operate like him. Are you there? Notice that there was an agenda that Satan wanted to operate, to carry out in heaven. Angel Lucifer. And unfortunately for him, according to the book of Revelation chapter 12, Michael restrained him. Michael bound him. Michael cast him out of heaven. He was casted out of heaven, and he was supposed to go to the underworld, but earth is in the middle of heaven and the underworld. So when Paul spoke about heaven, he was standing on the earth and he said heaven is above, but hell is where? Is beneath. Meanwhile, that's spiritual geography. It doesn't mean like this. You know, we are on the equator now. Is that true? Someone in South Africa, the direction you'll be pointing as above is different from what you are pointing. So when the Bible says heaven is above, it's not. Are you following what I'm talking about? So he was on course from heaven to hell. But the midpoint is earth. So he fell into the earth. When he fell into the earth, he possessed that serpent. Brought deception into the earth. Deceived the woman. Occasioned the fall of man. Then began his own reign in the earth. He's using the license of man. As long as God allows man on this earth, Satan will still be operating where? On this earth. And his judgment to hell, his judgment to perdition, will be stayed until man's rentage on earth expires. So he came, took over man's authority, began to live in man's dominion, and extended his shelf life of relevance. Meanwhile, heaven has already dealt with him. Are you with me? Began to manipulate men and to adjust men to carry his image. He becomes the principal factor that is responsible for their imagination. Just like the Bible says that the eyes of your understanding will be enlightened. He is the one that enlightens the eyes of understanding of the people that believe not. Because they are under the influence of the prince of the power of the air. Are you there? Are you there? So when he took over Adam's authority, because Adam was the master of the earth, something happened. The vision that he wanted to establish in the heavens, for which he aspired to be domiciled in Zion, in God's administrative headquarters. He couldn't fulfill that vision in heaven. So he found an apostle on earth. He found Cain. He began that thing, that project with Cain. So if you want to know what the devil had in mind for advancing into heaven to take over Zion, The same vision is what he began to implement through Cain, because human beings began to become carriers of his image. So it is his dreams, his glory, that he begins to empower them to establish upon the face of the earth. Are you following?